Hello and welcome everyone to the April 10th episode of This Week in Kirkland, the official podcast of the city of Kirkland, bringing you timely topics and noteworthy news delivered to you every week. I'm your host, Jim Lopez, one of two deputy city managers here at the city, joined today by two members of our podcast team.
Angela Brown.
And David Walbrecht.
As well as our special guest.
Who has a great name.
Great name.
Yeah.
David Barnes is in the house.
That's true, David.
Woo!
Thank you. Happy to be here.
David's a senior planner here at the city.
Mm-hmm.
But you kind of do...
You're kind of like Captain Sustainability.
Yeah.
Green guy.
I don't think your title truly depicts everything you do for the city. We're going to talk about all those things. They're very sustainable.
Awesome.
I'm
ready.
That's my clue.
Okay.
Oh.
But before we do, David,
Yes.
what are you doing for fun these days?
Well, I just turned 60 years old.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Big milestone.
Happy birthday.
And at the end of my birthday party, my son came up to me and handed me a card, and which I thought was a card, but it turned out to be an ultrasound. So I am going to be a grandparent this August.
Congratulations.
We're breaking news.
Yes.
Oh my God! Yeah,
Breaking
heard it here first.
Heard it here first. We're breaking news.
Grandpa
Congratulations.
Barnes.
That's so great, man.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm working on the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can help.
Oh, you're involved in that part.
We can help.
No.
you. What is it?
No,
No.
my name.
Are you
My
gonna go with-
name.
Oh.
No. Deep.
What are you going with?
I'm thinking it's going to be Deepaw.
I love that.
Deepaw.
So
Okay.
sweet.
Because David.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pa, because grandpa.
Not Peepaw, because that could be a joke later on.
We call those potty words.
Should we be
Gotcha.
calling you Deepaw for the rest of the show, or is that
No,
Are
please
you,
don't
are you
do that.
workshopping that?
I'm workshopping it. Yeah, we're not 100% on it yet, but
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the breaking
Yeah,
news.
yeah. That was
Wow.
That's so sweet.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
That's
amazing.
wonderful.
Appreciate that.
Hey, we're going to talk about Earth Month sustainability.
All that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. But before we get into all that, here's what's going on this week in Kirkland. If Kirkland had a flag, what would it look like?
Oh. Yeah.
Well, we're asking, literally.
Right.
We're asking, David, what are we asking?
This is not a rhetorical question, actually.
right.
So we talked about this back in the fall, but we are getting a city flag. That's right, Kirkland.
Oh, it's so
owned
exciting.
flag. And
So fun.
you, that's right, you, dear listener, could design it. So your art could become a lasting symbol of Kirkland. Last fall, as I mentioned, we started our design campaign. We're continuing that process now. We're opening up for another round of submissions. If you have submitted a design already, you don't have to resubmit.
Yeah.
It's still in the pool. And each individual can submit up to 2 designs. So do that now. I think we're accepting submissions until the end of the month.
Forgive me, David,
Jim,
but I have to ask you a question.
go ahead.
Are you ready?
Was that the question? Yes, I am.
I'm waiting for somebody to say, no, I don't want you
No,
to answer.
actually,
What do you call the society by which you design flags?
the North American Vexillological Association.
Oh, you're so good, David
Hey,
Walbrecht.
all right, 7
You
for
nailed
7.
it.
Yep.
Nailed it, 7 for 7. It's Food Waste Prevention Week, in case you didn't know. And yes, your leftovers want to have a word, Angela.
Wow. Yes, they sure do.
Mine do.
Yeah. So the average American throws away about 1 pound of food per day.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot. So let's change that.
Let's change it.
Preventing food waste is better for your budget and the planet. Some tips for preventing food waste include making a meal plan and shopping by the plan, challenging yourself to make a meal from the leftovers in your fridge, and understanding your sell by, your best by, and use by dates. So those are confusing and they
Yeah.
mean different things. So more great tips at resources in the show notes. Jim.
I'm smiling
I'm
because
getting a look.
this is a very interesting topic to me because it is a real issue, but
Yeah.
it's never an issue with me and a pizza and a sporting event. Anthony?
Yeah.
Like no leftovers
No,
from the
yeah,
pizzas
yeah.
at all.
That's right.
Just, yeah. Or,
No.
next day, pizza's gone.
Yeah.
Warm, cold, doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's good.
That's a very sustainable practice, David.
I
Did you
agree.
know that about pizza?
Yes.
You did know.
Yeah. I
Pizza?
practice pizza
Hey.
consumption
Yes.
regularly.
Okay, I'm just throwing that out there.
Okay.
Hey, what do you get when you cross a tree and a rebate?
A good deal?
A
No.
tree bait.
Oh. He's here all week, everybody. All right. So what we're talking about is the city's tree rebate program, hereafter referred to as the tree bait.
You're welcome.
Yeah, the city is offering up to $500
Wow.
for planting qualified trees on your property. So talk about Earth Month. So the rebate covers compost, mulch, and watering bags as well. And so kind of the whole package. They're available on a first-come, first-served basis, so don't leave this deal hanging.
Love it.
Oh.
Bring it full
All right.
circle.
That's going to leave a mark.
Leave a mark?
Yeah.
A game.
Sorry.
David,
Jim.
are tree baits,
Other David.
both Davids, are tree baits in the sustainability strategic plan?
Oh.
Well, of course they are.
All right, just checking.
All right.
Yeah.
We got it covered.
We anticipated that.
All right, just checking.
Yep.
Hey, everybody, if Earth Month has you feeling inspired, it is often the case with me.
Right.
Yes. We've got a way to keep that going all year, not just for the month, David Wahlberg. Mm-hmm. All year.
That is correct, Jim. So you can sign up for Kirkland's monthly environmental newsletters.
I see David Barnes nodding his head.
That's right.
Yeah.
We got what, David? We got tips, programs, events, all sorts of stuff. I think so. This is, of course, called Kirkland Conserves, focusing on sustainability at home. We also have the Green Kirkland Partnership newsletter, which highlights local habitat restoration. So all those information, subscription,
In
so
the notes.
forth in the notes for the show.
Yeah.
Colloquially known as the show notes.
The next meeting of the Kirkland City Council is on Tuesday, April 15th.
That's correct.
Yeah, and here's what's on the agenda. On the business agenda, council will receive an update on community engagement efforts around homelessness and will consider extending the deadline for the Homelessness Continuum of Care Action Plan.
That's right. Yeah, we've talked about that a lot on the podcast. Council will also consider adopting the 2025-2027, so the next few years, planning work program. I bet your name's on that document, David.
It sure is.
Yeah.
You
it is.
always do such a great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
It's amazing. Prior to the business agenda, during the study session, council will receive an update on the Kraken Iceplex and the community center proposal and expected next steps.
So stay tuned for that. And
Yeah.
as you know, council meetings are streamed live on the city's YouTube channel, Facebook page, and of course on the city's website. David Barnes.
Did you know that that is also going to be the evening, April 15th, that the Earth Month proclamation is going to be read?
Oh, and that's also true.
Amazing.
Tune in.
Right.
Tune in now.
Well timed, David.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
You're listening. You're
Yes,
paying
I
attention.
am.
Yes. Want to see what Kirkland's first responders are up to?
Oh,
It's usually very popular.
it's a very
To
popular
do.
subject. Yes.
Spoiler alert, they're up to a lot, Angela.
Yes, they are. So both the Kirkland Police and Fire Departments are now on Facebook and Instagram.
Oh,
You
wow.
I
Hey,
know,
all right.
Exciting.
Yeah.
You can follow their pages for community news, emergency updates, and behind-the-scenes moments. It's a great way to stay connected and informed. Follow at Kirkland Wa Police and at Kirkland Wa Fire on both channels.
Amazing.
Our podcast, when they come on, they're usually very popular
They-
podcasts.
yeah, Tiffany Trombley,
Yeah.
Ryan Schaefer.
Well, they do
Yes.
amazing work.
Amazing
Oh
work.
my gosh.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So we'll get the podcast out on those channels too.
Oh yeah.
How about that?
Look at that cross pollination.
See, I'm always thinking.
Yeah.
Always thinking.
Nice.
Speaking of public safety,
Right.
if you've thought about becoming a firefighter,
Okay.
here's your chance to try it on for size.
Okay.
Now, I'm not talking about loading up all the bunker gear.
It's heavy.
It's heavy.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Yeah.
I guess that would eventually be part of it. But David, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, so on May 10th, aspiring firefighters are invited to a free diversity and recruitment workshop at Green River College.
Nice.
So this is designed for people from underrepresented communities. You do not need prior experience in order to attend. So come find out what it's like to work in the fire service. Ages 16 and up are welcome. Bring your curiosity and questions.
That's a great opportunity. Take us
Great.
up on that.
It's a great
Absolutely.
workshop.
Hey, when it comes to road safety, the biggest hazard might be, Angela, in your own hands.
Yes, that's true.
The steering wheel? Oh.
Well, yeah, so April is Distracted Driving Awareness Month, and it's a reminder to keep your eyes on the road. When you think about what is in your hands, that means usually it's a phone. So no scrolling, no texting, no snacking behind the wheel.
Snacking.
Yeah, so that's it's a campaign to raise awareness of how to drive safer, keep the Kirkland streets safe.
Leave the pizza in the box.
Yeah.
Jim.
Leave it in the box.
No
Hey,
matter
that's
how
good.
Keep your
amazing
hands
it
on the
smells.
wheel.
Yes.
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Yes.
David and David.
Yes.
Every time I say David, they both look at me and go,
D squared.
D squared.
Yep.
If you could save a life, would you know what to do, David?
I don't know that I would.
What can people do to be better prepared to
Well,
answer that question?
CPR classes.
Yeah.
They're happening May 5th and May 31st.
Super popular.
Super popular. Yeah, Angela, these always sell out, right? Yeah.
Well, they're free.
Right.
Yeah.
So they
Fill up.
free out. Yeah, fill up. There you go. That's the term.
Yeah. Almost always they have to
Yeah.
close the class registration because there's a lot of interest.
Well, and of course, coming to these, you'll learn CPR for all ages, how to use an AED, automated external defibrillator.
That's right.
And some basic first aid. So no experience needed, just the willingness to help.
And I think the popularity of these classes is just yet another of the so many indicators of why we live in such an amazing city.
And today we actually have a CPR survivor celebration at a fire station.
Oh,
We'll be
wow.
sharing about that on the Fire Facebook and Instagram page in a couple of days. But essentially, a bystander witnessed a person jogging on the sidewalk. They collapsed. The bystander started CPR, called 911, and this person is alive today
Oh,
and
my
functioning.
gosh.
So just such a fantastic skill to know what to do. And, if you're not sure about CPR, just go check it out. It's free. It's a 3-hour class, and we offer these classes twice a month.
What a wonderful story.
It's amazing.
It's an
Yeah.
approachable class. I took it one of the offerings they
Oh,
did.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
okay.
make it it is literally hands-on. They have the dummies there.
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
teaching
okay,
you the
great.
proper pressure to do,
The
and they are
mannequins.
very helpful at answering any questions.
Oh,
So,
that's great.
yeah.
All right, well, it's got
Mannequins.
Anthony's.
The mannequin
Endorsement.
Oh, not
See-
dummies. We call them mannequins. Yeah.
We know what you meant.
Yeah.
Hey, you might not see them, but you'll hear them when it matters most, Angela.
Yes. April 13th through the 19th is recognizing public safety telecommunicators and just celebrating them that week. The 911 dispatchers are the calm voices behind the chaos. They help save lives every day. We just want to say a big thank you to our behind the scenes heroes. They're usually that very first voice that you hear.
Absolute
They're
heroes.
amazing.
And I urge you out there to watch a video or something about what the dispatcher operators
Oh my
do.
gosh.
It's unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. They have such amazing.
So many, you have to do so
Critical-
many things
critical-
at the same time.
Yeah.
Their state, what they're interacting with one call and transferring the other call and
gosh.
making decisions on the moment.
I could not do that
It's
job.
so
It is
intense.
amazing.
And it's amazing. And
Yeah.
they are amazing.
Yeah. So
And-
thank you.
Yeah, and what's hard too is they don't often get to see the outcome of a call, so they're usually there at the very beginning where there's somebody having an emergency, and it's just amazing to recognize them, just say a huge thank you, and it's just a great opportunity. So if you know a public safety telecommunicator or a dispatcher, be sure to say thank you to
Say
them
thank
next
you.
week
Thank
and
you.
all year really, but
Yeah.
especially next week.
Yes. A couple of upcoming events for you to check out. We have the Natural Yard Care 101.
April 12th at City Hall. Help your lawn transition from winter to summer with some natural tips. Also, Blood Drive, April 23rd and 24th. And David, you are often involved in getting these organized. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
You're everywhere.
You are everywhere.
I saw the need,
Yeah.
Yes.
and we started doing them again when I kind of figured it out. So it's going strong, and it's
Yeah.
expanding too now to the North Kirkland Community
Oh,
Center
that's great.
and I think in the Peter Kirk Senior Center.
Wow.
So it's going really well.
That's so
and
cool.
not only can you help save a life, you can also enter to win a getaway to Hawaii.
Wow.
Yay.
Hey.
The best.
Yeah.
Like
Kauai.
raffles or whatever. Ooh,
Prizes.
Kauai is nice. Yeah.
How did that happen?
Yeah, do you arrange the giveaways for it too?
I don't know. It's Bloodworks Northwest,
Yeah.
and
They do such a great job.
they do
It's
an
so
amazing
good.
job.
Awesome.
And
Yeah.
for somebody like me who's never actually been to Hawaii,
Oh no,
yeah,
Oh,
Gotta
I
fix
hear
that,
the
Jim.
beaches are nice there.
they are beautiful.
And that brings us
Yeah.
to our 5 over 5.
That's right.
That would be 5 questions, David, in what we are certain will be
Yes.
over 5 minutes. We may have to start changing. We may have to change.
Yeah,
that
we
time.
should probably.
Yeah. Which
yeah.
brings us to our
special
interview,
guest.
our
Yeah,
special
all right,
guest.
all right, yeah, okay.
We're workshopping with,
Yeah.
in real time right now.
Yeah, if you have any suggestions,
Yeah.
text
Love it.
into
Text
the show.
into the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got to be alliterative. though,
It's got to be a
because
little
that's
bit.
the thing.
Definitely.
So welcome, David Barnes, senior planner. David, we know you're a superhero, but what does a senior planner do?
They do a lot of things.
Yeah, clearly.
They do everything from what somebody does when they start their career as a planner, interacting with the public and educating them about, zoning laws, how to, navigate trees and neighbors and all that kind of stuff, all the way up through complex land use decisions that the city has to make.
Wow.
It would be fair to say, don't you think, that you are deep thinkers?
Yes, I would say so.
Because I kind of affectionately call that area of City Hall the think tank.
Yeah,
You're thinking.
And
we're always thinking.
they're
Yeah.
like shepherds of the future.
Yeah.
Right. Well, the comprehensive plan is the
Yeah, it's like the guiding
bike
document.
path
Oh,
for the
nice.
for the city and the direction we're going.
Well
with-
played.
Yeah, that was good.
With,
Way
a,
to
with a
not-
vision for how we want the city to be.
Yeah. Well, thank you for all your wonderful work as a senior planner. We're going to talk. We're going to focus on what you specifically do around the sustainability world. But before we do that, David, we like to ask, do you have a favorite thing about this amazing city?
I do.
Pray tell.
Yes. It might seem cliche, but it really is the community.
Yeah.
Not cliche.
From the beginning, working with the community at the front counters of City
Yeah.
Hall, all the way through my career, it's the community. And I'm always amazed by how engaged the community is in what we're doing. So it kind of energizes my renewable battery in me and, reinforces, and also the community. We can't do our work without the community,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
right? So it kind of multiplies our efforts. So I'm really appreciative of the community.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. And we do get that answer all the time. And it is, we're blessed.
We are.
We're absolutely blessed.
Right.
All the things we talk about, all the policies, all the things we're deep thinking about,
Right.
Nice.
it all has to manifest itself with a community that cares,
That's true.
right?
Yep.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Earth Month.
Yes.
Earth Month.
It's coming up.
What are some things, maybe like 3 things that our community can do right now to be good Earth stewards? Help us, David.
Yes. Well, I would say the first thing I would say is you should read the Sustainability Strategic Plan.
Because you wrote it.
Because I wrote it with a lot of help, and it was meant to be a document that's easy to read and
Yeah.
understand, because we're dealing with a lot of different people. And so I would say that would be a really good thing that somebody could do. And there's an executive summary, so they don't have to read the whole thing if they
Hey.
don't want to.
There you go.
But specifically, some of the things that came out of that plan that you could do right now is manifest itself in the implementation of the plan.
Oh,
is
tell us.
Energy Smart East Side.
Oh, what's
Ooh,
that?
We have
Energy Smart East Side.
Okay, so
Yes.
Kirkland, Bellevue, Redmond, East Side.
Yeah,
Got it.
Kirkland, Bellevue, Redmond,
Kinda
Mercer
our
Island,
neck of the woods.
Issaquah,
Yeah, great.
and now Sammamish. So we got 6 cities in the collaboration.
So how can we be energy smart here on the East Side?
Or
So-
Energy Smart.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the very East
Yeah,
Side.
far
That's
east.
the east. Yeah, the
Coast
East
side.
Coast.
That's the East Side.
I thought that was an IKEA kind of statement there.
Oh.
Smart.
different spelling, but similar
Okay,
pronunciation.
smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Energy Smart East Side, has a program to help people, get heat pumps. So
Great.
not only do we educate about what a heat pump is, what rebates there are, but we also offer incentives that are financially, based on qualification for your financials, so that they're accessible. And one of our shining stars of that particular program is the Boost program.
What
And
is that?
That is when household is a low income household,
Yeah.
less than
Oh,
80%
nice. Okay.
area
AMI,
median income. They can apply, and we're selecting them like regularly. It's not like a lottery, but it's based on funding. And once they do that, they can actually get a quote and then get a free heat pump.
Holy cow, that's
Yeah,
great.
and that could be up to $30,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Got to put that in the show notes.
Yeah.
Now, heat pumps, for people who aren't aware, it's basically like a way to heat and cool your home that's different than, say, like central
Right.
air. Or what,
Yeah, so
like,
it's
tell me
all
about this.
electric.
Yeah.
So it heats your home by taking the air from the outside because there's heat in the air. Then it goes through an exchanger, and then it comes into your house, and it's all clean air. It's not, so it provides that heating for you. It's not combusting anything, not gas or
Got it.
anything like
Okay.
that. And then also it runs in reverse. And
To
then
help
it can also
cool.
provide cooling
Gotcha.
when it gets
Okay.
warmer or it's smokier
Yeah,
and
that's
that
super
kind of a thing.
important.
So it's super important in the as far as community resilience as well.
Amazing.
What a great program. Okay, we'll have information on that.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So Energy Smart, number 2.
Number 2, we just started our Solarize Eastside workshops in that campaign.
Solarize.
Solarize.
All right. Energy
So you're
Smart
saying-
and Solarize.
Yeah, Solarize Eastside.
Grab some of
Okay.
the sun when it comes out, David.
yeah.
Yeah, well, the interesting thing about that, Jim, is that Seattle and the Pacific Northwest in general is even though it's not super sunny, it doesn't have to be super sunny. Germany actually is a country that doesn't have very much sun either, but they're like the world leader of energy production by solar.
Wow.
That's interesting to know.
Interesting to know.
And we have a similar thing going on here.
Yeah.
So even when it's kind of overcast,
It's perfect because you don't want the panels getting too hot. So like places like California, Arizona, it doesn't need to be super hot. You just need light.
well, I don't know that I would say it's perfect because some of us need to lay in the sun.
True.
I'm not going to name names,
True. Yeah.
but I would say maybe it's okay for the solar panels.
yes.
Yeah.
So Solarize Eastside is helping people get solar panels. Is that what we're talking about?
Yes. There's a lot of questions about solar. Like, does it work? Number one, can it work for me on my
Yeah,
house?
that's a great question.
Am I being shaded? That
So
kind
do
of
they
thing.
do an assessment of that?
They do a free assessment.
Oh,
we have,
wow.
And we have free workshops. We're having our second. We just had one a couple days ago, and we're going to have our second one May 15th. It's in person here at City Hall.
Oh,
I
come
encourage
down
you to
for that,
sign up.
everybody.
Solarize Eastside.
Yeah, Solarize
And
Eastside.
you learn everything that you want to learn about solar, as well as the deal that we have set up. We've cooked up a deal where we're getting the panels at below market cost.
Wow. So folks in the community can get a free assessment
Free home assessment
to see
no
if
pressure.
solar
Does it
even-
work?
Yeah, does it work? Does it not? No pressure.
Yep.
Then also they have the opportunity to get panels at below market rate.
Correct.
Wow.
Wow.
That's quite a deal.
And an interesting fun fact is over the last 10 years, the cost of solar panels have decreased by 40%.
Wow.
Whoa.
So early adopters were smart to do what they did, but now is a real big opportunity
Yeah.
to save. And there's a 30% tax credit. And the state
Really?
of Washington.
So we have discounts and tax credits.
Yes, and the state of Washington exempts sales tax for the system as well.
Okay.
Wow.
So it's kind of
you
like
get
We're going to have to make a whole checklist.
Yeah,
of
I
all the
know.
You get
goodness
a free
of this.
assessment to get below market rate solar panels.
Right.
Washington State, you do not have to pay
Sales
sales
tax.
tax on those
Correct.
panels.
Correct.
And you get a huge percentage tax incentive.
You're
And
throwing money
and-
away if you don't do it.
Right?
And, David,
There's one more thing.
What?
You're locking in your energy cost for the future. As
That's
they
right.
escalate, you're locked in because you're
You're-
producing your own energy.
because you're on a path to your own personal energy independence, kind of, right?
Yeah, right.
Correct.
Like
I
for
mean-
your household.
When
Yeah.
you think about it,
Oh
you're
my
becoming
gosh.
your own energy source.
You're solarizing.
You're solarizing.
That's
Yep.
pretty
Does it
cool.
also
Amazing.
integrate battery technology into
Yes,
the program?
yes, that was what I was going to say about the workshops is that even after 30-minute workshop, there's lots of questions and they allow a lot of time for back and forth between the
that's great.
presenter, and there's usually 3 installers there to answer hands-on technical questions.
wow.
as
So,
well.
So cool.
Anthony, are you asking like you get an electric car and now you're juicing up your car?
Well,
with your
I
own-
mean, no, in essence, so when you put solar panels on your roof, you can either just have it like
Oh,
you're
just pour
pulling
the
energy from
energy?
it, or
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can also store the energy
Right.
and capture it in batteries
Right.
that
Yeah.
you can then sometimes you can run your house off of the batteries or charge your car
Car,
from batteries
yeah.
as well. But yeah.
That
So they-
question came up too
Oh,
at
nice.
the workshop,
Yeah.
and they the installers said basically they could give you a quote, and it's specifically tailored to your consumption.
Oh, okay.
And somebody
Interesting.
mentioned that they already had solar panels on their house, but they now have an electric car, they have an induction
Oh, sure.
cooktop, and they have a heat pump water heater.
Yeah. So
And
just
so
a lot
now there's more
Okay.
draw,
higher, yeah.
right? But then they wanted to account for that, and they said, yeah, we can go ahead and do that. We can give you a quote for the battery backup.
Oh
and
my
also,
gosh.
the other
Exciting.
thing came
It's
up
really
was
exciting.
not just from that standpoint, it's like when the power goes out.
Yeah.
if you've designed it properly, which is what they said they would do, that you could have power in those batteries
You can do a whole house battery
while
backup,
the
yeah.
utility is getting the power back on.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like,
Which is a big deal because that's
Huge.
happened a few times.
oh
It's
my gosh,
happened
Twice this year.
Yeah. I remember like trying to get my gas fireplace going. I had to like sleep by the gas fireplace.
Oh,
Curled up on the
Oh,
rug.
sorry, David. That's not.
cozy.
You need a sleeping bag, like a 20-degree sleeping bag or something.
And a bank of batteries.
Bank
Yeah,
battery.
'cause that's-
that would be more environmental.
Yeah.
Well, it's also safer.
But I'm just saying.
You're not breathing
But I'm just
combusted
saying.
fumes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I kept my distance,
Okay, good.
kind of.
Yeah.
Well, you live to tell the tale.
I live
Yes.
to tell the tale.
Thank
Well,
Amazing.
solarize east
Goodness.
side, Jim. Now you got
Solarize
Yeah.
these out. I have a
Yeah,
new
you-
mandate because the power goes out every once in a while.
You got to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
here.
We got
Yeah.
big trees.
Yep.
Okay, so first, heat pumps,
Yes.
energy, SMOT, east side.
Yeah.
2,
Yes.
solarize, leaving money on the table if you're not
Yeah, you
getting
are.
your solar panels.
Can you
Yep.
give us a?
yeah, what?
Can you give us a 3?
What's number 3?
There's more.
Well,
Just
yes.
wait, Anthony.
I would say checking out the sustainability ambassadors events and programs.
What are the sustainability ambassadors?
They are a group of very engaged
I mean, I know what they are, but-
young people that are really excited about the environment and their future in having a place in this world that is safe and sustainable.
So you
It's
say
a wonderful program.
So you say
It
young
is.
people, like what are we talking here?
Well, they're
Like you-
mostly high schoolers, but
Oh, wow. Okay,
the
great.
other day at our Earth Month kickoff with them, they had some 8th graders there that had only been in
Wow.
the program like 2 weeks.
Oh,
They
nice.
gave a non-scripted talk about why they were excited to be there. It was beautiful. So they get training,
They
professional
get training. I'm telling you,
Yes.
the ambassadors are so good communicating.
Yes.
They're good at storytelling.
Storytelling.
Impact storytelling is what they would tell you. And you could go to their site, Sustainability Ambassadors, and go to Impact Reports. Got really great videos and educational things that
really
the reason we
compelling.
bring it up is because it actually they talk about the top 10 things that they suggest that you could do to be more sustainable.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome.
Yeah, so go check it out.
Yeah, check it out. It's very compelling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, well, that's great.
Yeah.
That 3 things,
things.
you didn't know that you now know. Thank you, David.
You're welcome.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
I mean, and whew,
Sustainability. There's an Earth Month.
yes, that's right.
Earth Month.
Yes.
David Barnes has given you, he's written you an Earth Month prescription.
In
Free of
three-
charge.
Yeah.
Free of charge.
Wow. Thank
Yeah,
you, David.
Thank you, David.
You're welcome.
David, we'd like to play a game with you.
I'm ready.
Are you game?
I'm game.
Are you game?
Yes.
We're calling it, in the spirit of Earth Month, of course, we're calling it the Carbon Crunch.
Sounds
Love it.
delicious.
I think I grew up
sounds
eating that
delicious.
for
Is
breakfast.
it milk chocolate or is it dark chocolate?
We'll describe a set of actions in each round,
Oh.
and you tell us which is the largest carbon culprit and give us a quick tip to reduce emissions.
Okay.
Nice.
So it's kind of like a socially conscious entertainment segment. What do you think?
Brought to you by Earth
Brought
Month.
to you by Earth Month
Yes.
and the This Week in Kirkland podcast production team.
That's right.
You ready, David?
I'm ready.
David?
Let's go. Round 1, morning routine. Which has the largest carbon footprint? An 15-minute hot shower,
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
driving a solo commute in a gas-powered SUV,
No, that doesn't sound like fun.
using a dryer for a single shirt.
That doesn't sound like fun.
So putting your shirt in the dryer because maybe like me, you
It feels so
spilled.
good. Yeah, when it comes out of the dryer.
I just love having that one shirt ready.
I know, honestly.
After the hot shower.
Keep the warmth going.
Yeah.
All right, so David.
Oh, well, of course, the answer is the solo SUV commute. That's going to be your
Oh, okay.
largest.
Largest
Carbon
foot
crunch,
of
yeah.
those options. Okay,
That
well,
surprised me.
I know, me too.
And isn't
Yeah.
it true, David, that the carbon footprint of our entire state tends towards the transportation sector, right? Because we have
That's correct.
electricity is generally cleaner in Washington State because
Yeah.
of the
we can get some hydro.
hydro. And I got
And the
Wind.
Clean Energy Transformation Act of
Yeah.
2019.
yeah,
Of
of course.
course.
For that. Okay,
So what's the tip here,
the tip is to
David? What do we got?
Well, I would suggest try
Carpool?
carpooling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carpool.
And when you carpool, it'd be nice if you were driving an electric vehicle
Okay.
because
there
you're
you go.
doubling your thing.
Bam.
Biking
If
would
you
be
can.
great if you
Yep.
can. Or checking out Metro or transit incentives. So
Nice.
they've got the free Orca cards for our youth here in the city.
Amazing.
So great.
Well, thank
Yep.
you for those tips. Okay, round 2. Angela.
Round 2, weekend vibes. So on the weekend, especially with this great weather that's coming up, which of these is the largest carbon culprit? Mowing the lawn with a gas mower, barbecuing with friends using a charcoal grill,
Oh, getting hungry.
or streaming 6 hours of movies, or your favorite show.
Well, I hope it's not the third one.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
David.
Well, the answer is a charcoal grill. It's got surprisingly high impact.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
But
I
it
had to
tastes
guess about
really
that.
good, though.
Oh, it
That's the
does.
problem.
It does, but you're combusting, something that's compressed and
Oh, and the coal part of it. Okay.
yeah,
So
it
what do
tastes
we do,
great.
man?
What do you do? Well, I would say that the best thing you could do is you could go pick up one of these new amazing electric barbecue grills.
Oh.
Oh,
Whoa.
wow.
Okay.
Okay.
And the reason why is because you're not combusting any fossil fuels.
Gotcha. Okay.
But if you have to use propane,
If
Is-
you had to
is
use
that better?
propane, it would be better because the particulates that get from burning are less.
Okay.
But it is a fossil fuel.
Yeah.
And then what you could do is you could invite everybody to your barbecue to bring something cold and local. Then
Oh.
you don't have to grill anything.
Hey, there you go.
You know?
that's
Yeah.
Good
Like-
options, too.
Yep.
Potato salad, macaroni salad,
Sandwiches.
sandwiches.
Prosciutto over.
Ooh,
Oh,
there you go.
I love my charcuterie board.
Exactly.
Jim, you're getting.
I love my
hungry.
chicken burnt. I'm sorry.
Okay.
David, round 3.
Yes.
Energy usage. 1, leaving lights on all day.
No.
2, cranking the air conditioning with the windows open.
I don't even have air conditioning.
All right. And 3, running an old furnace.
Well, of course, running an old furnace. Ooh. There's
Get a heat pump.
Yeah, get a heat pump. And the furnaces are old furnaces would be incredibly inefficient.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it's like burning much more to even do anything.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right.
And
that's
how do
a-
we define an old furnace?
I think anything over 10 years old is
10 years
old.
old, yeah.
Because they have high efficiency furnaces. And, like you all mentioned, a heat pump is a better way to go rather
Yeah.
than a gas furnace.
I just
Okay.
think about like a lot of homes in Kirkland were built 60s, 70s, 80s. So just knowing what is that threshold approximately.
It's a really good question because, like, my hockey skates are, I think, more than 10 years old now, but they're fantastic.
They're vintage.
Yeah. I don't even think they're vintage. They're just, like, great.
They're not a mechanical unit.
That's
you
true.
are
Yeah.
a living organic
I think that's a really
mechanical
good
unit.
distinction, David. Thank
Yes,
you.
I think it is.
So, David, what's the crunch tip here?
So heat pumps can replace both furnace and air conditioning. So check out Energy Smart.
And,
Okay.
and we
East
talked
Side
about
rebates.
that.
Yeah,
Energy
check it
Smart.
out.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Exactly.
Full circle.
Boom.
Because we're that good.
Yeah.
Anthony.
Earth Day,
Earth
Yep.
Day.
Earth
Earth
month.
month.
Earth Month, sorry.
Let's try to get that right.
Yeah.
All right, ready? Round 4. Angela,
Okay, we're going to flip the script.
Okay.
And just go with our last round here.
are you
called
paying
the-
attention, David? We're flipping the script.
I'm aware.
All right.
So we're calling it the Sustainability Showdown. So of these, which one has the most sustainability as the option?
All right.
So
These are good things.
buying a new hybrid car,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
replacing all your appliances with Energy Star,
All right.
or weatherizing your home.
Oh, fascinating.
Yeah, well, all three of those things are really great, but there's only one answer for the most sustainable, and that is weatherizing. Ding, 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 which wins for return on investment and immediate savings.
Okay.
But doesn't that kind of like assume your home is leaky?
Well, I think a lot of homes
Yeah,
are leaky.
they are.
So you're
really
talking about like
leaky.
on average.
On average,
Yeah,
yeah.
sure.
And they're some of the least expensive things you can do to, kind of seal leaks, insulate, keep the heat where it belongs, but also keep the heat out of the house.
Oh, got it both ways.
And
Oh,
Puget
yeah.
Sound Energy actually has really good incentives to do all three of those things. They're just not as sexy as,
Yeah.
marble countertops or something like that
Sure.
in a house.
yeah.
But they're really important.
Now, are we talking like double pane windows, or like
Yeah.
what are some of the things that?
Yeah, well, I mean, those are things, but now triple pane's a thing.
Oh, wow.
Right? So they have triple. But like sealing leaks, like you may not know what this is, but they run an infrared gun inside your house. They also run a pressurized vacuum that basically exposes all the leaks in your house.
Oh, wow.
And then the person that's doing that knows where to seal up those leaks. So it's
Yeah.
not a guessing game. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I found in my house that the chimney, and there's this thing called the chimney effect. And if your chimney's not sealed at the top or at the bottom, that there is a law in physics where hot air and cold air tries to meet each other. And so if you have warm air in your house and it's cold outside and your chimney is kind of not sealed, that cold air comes in through and like is flying into your house and chilling your house.
Sure.
Right?
Oh, wow.
So there's things like that.
Wow,
But you
awesome.
can go further. You could go and, replace your windows
Okay.
and do things like that. But the insulation thing is huge and it's not
Amazing.
expensive. So
Okay.
it's
And
a
f-
very important thing.
And
to
for
do.
those of you taking notes at home, we talk physics on this podcast.
Not only science fiction.
No, science fiction.
But science.
Science.
Fact.
Fact.
Just science.
Yeah.
Period.
You walked away being able to talk about the chimney effect.
Yeah.
Hey, there
you
Chimney
go.
effect.
Second law of physics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well done.
Yes.
All right, David, we have one last question.
Are you enjoying a book show, podcast? What are you enjoying these days, media-wise?
So historically, my favorite movie was Wizard of Oz.
Oh,
And it
love
only
it.
came on once
Like-
a year after Easter,
Wow.
and we watched it religiously.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay. So
And
favorite.
and so, but now my favorite movie is Happy Gilmore. I'm an
Happy
Adam
Gilmore.
Sandler
Fascinating.
feel. Yeah.
You notice he's wearing a
Okay.
Boston Bruins shirt.
Yeah, you like that hockey scene,
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
you? Where
yeah.
they're like yeah, it's awesome.
Thank you very much, David Barnes, for being on the podcast. This was fun
Very fun.
and very
It was great.
educational.
Informative, yeah.
Yeah.
Scientific. Yeah. Well, hey, don't forget to submit your flag designs, everybody.
Don't forget the flag. It's coming. All right. And that does it for this week, everyone. You've been listening to This Week in Kirkland. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Special thanks to Anthony Girardi and Kate Ryan for their behind-the-scenes magic.
Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you. Our next episode is April 17th. Until then,
Stay connected,
Kirkland.